There are some bad news ahead, and this is our zig. The sixth episode of Minx Season 2 is a perfect example of why it's sometimes better to keep work and home life separate. This is our zig keeps giving us stories about people by showing how Minx's fame has started to mess up friendships among the original gang. More specifically, the supporting cast. The detailed episode ends with a lot of stuff we don't know. What happened in Minx Season 2 Episode 6? Joyce is leaving for her old school, Vassar College, to set up a special award for her as This Is Our Zig starts. Doug pops up at her job, where he hit a ring. Before heading to Europe as the boss of Minx International, he tells Joyce he wants to ask Tina to marry him. Shelley can't wait to see her sister again, so she goes to Poughkeepsie with Joyce. After the college party is over, Joyce says her sister can do whatever she wants. Joyce also hopes to see her fave professor, Doreen, to ask if Doreen would write the book's intro. While Richie is wrapping up his portfolio, Bambi visits Bottom Dollar Publications. They're both excited about the trip's chance to make talking easier between them. Tina will be going to her mom Evelyn's retirement party soon. She says Doug doesn't have to come, but he should if he wants to get on good terms with her family. At the retirement party, Doug deals with Evelyn's bad vibes and Tina's brother Marvin because he's dating Tina. When she gets to Vassar, Joyce is all about being suddenly famous and seems to have forgotten all about Shelley. Meanwhile, Doreen and Shelley start chatting when Shelley gets some props for her work from Doreen. Joyce finds out Doreen has totally forgotten her. A fight starts between the sisters when she catches Shelley and Doreen hooking up after the wedding. Doug and Tina have been a couple for years and are super in love. Doug really loves Tina, but had to marry someone else because of problems from Tina's family. Doug wants to ask Tina to marry him because he doesn't want to lose her. He knows Tina will stick with him no matter what, and he wants to show her he cares by asking her to marry him. At Evelyn's retirement party, though, Tina spills that Constance Papadopoulos, who funds Bottom Dollar, made her the boss of Minx International. Doug gets that even after Joyce handed over power, Constance still wants Tina to run the global part of Minx. Doug keeps his cool while getting demoted and embarrassed. By telling Tina he wants to be that guy who shares everything with her, he makes it clear she's the most important thing to him. But he's really frustrated that Tina has kept all the big stuff in her life a secret. Because he feels so rejected, he can't ask her to marry him that night. The fact that Tina finds Doug's ring and learns his real emotions doesn't change. Doug and Tina's life ahead depends on Tina's choices. She's totally free now that she's the boss of Minx International. She has to decide whether to pause her trip and stick with Doug for good. Tina might worry that if they stay together, it could hold up her move to Europe, which is super important for her job. She might feel that saying yes to Doug would mess up her job and dreams. Tina might doubt she can go to Europe with her new guy if she says yes. If Doug still wants to ask Tina to marry him after losing his CEO job, he should just do it. She might say yes, but only if you're up for dating from a distance. Joyce quickly gets swallowed up by being famous when she arrives at Vassar. She leaves Shelley to be the star at the ceremony but gets ignored by her favorite professor, Doreen, because Doreen loves hanging out with Shelley. Joyce gets mad fast when she finds out Doreen forgot her and sees Shelley and Doreen hooking up. Joyce thinks Shelley is ruining her great night, but Shelley says Joyce is just a thoughtless sis who got lost in her own hype. Shelley ditched her dreams and goals to look after Joyce. At 8 years old, when she saw their dad couldn't handle Joyce alone, she skipped going to college and came back home. Joyce's success happened because of Shelley's helping out a lot, but Joyce hasn't given much thanks. She seems to stop caring more and more about Shelley and only cares about her own fame. But the big sis isn't waiting for Joyce to start saying thanks. By staying at Vassar, she can live how she wants. Shelley tells Joyce they're okay, but Joyce doesn't care. She's too busy feeling more and more joy to worry about what others think. So, if Joyce wants to make things right with her big sis in a good manner, she might need to start noticing all the work Shelley's been doing to help her.